Good morning, everyone. Today I was asked to do just a message, the way that I would do it for when people come to me for a reading, where I just put the two decks out. If they don't have a particular question, I put the two decks out and they choose the deck, and then we just see what comes, what messages come. So that's what I'm doing here today for you. We have the two decks, and I'm going to open the energy, pick your deck, and then we'll get started and see what message is meant for you today. Here we go. All right. All right. If you haven't picked your deck yet, you can pause the video and do so. But I'm going to get started with group number 1. All right. So first group, what message what message do you want to share with yourself today? The way I usually do this is to you, for you, from you. Okay, so, or I say the person's name if I know the person, but this is a group. So to group 1, for group 1, from group 1. And because ultimately you are giving and receiving this message to yourself. You're connecting with the divine to do so, and co-creating with them the same way you do in life. So you're a big part of it. Okay, they can't give you the message without you. Okay. Look at that. This is the Judgment card and the Ten of Swords. So this is like an awakening. So they're recognizing that you have awakened to accepting what is, because that's what the Ten of Swords is. The Ten of Swords is about accepting what is, okay, and allowing what will be. All right, because it's like that two sides of the coin. You can't have what will be unless you accept what is, right? Otherwise, if you don't accept what is, you're holding yourself in that space. Okay, so that's the awakening that you're having, that you're understanding, that you're, coming to, which is being able to accept what is and allowing what will be. Okay? And you notice that the past is nowhere in this. It's the present and the near present, the near future, the minute the future happens, it becomes the present, right? So it's really about living in the present, right? It's about living in the present with really no stress about the past and no stress about the future. It's really, the awakening is about living in the present. And, this card is associated, the Judgment card, with answering a call. Well, the call, we know, ultimately is to be loved and to love and to be loved. That's the ultimate call. We're here to love and to be loved, okay? If you can accept that that is what is, right? And in every moment, strive to love and be loved. And not to be loved in a way that you're insecure and you need to, impress others or be something else for others, or whatever. To love and be loved by you, okay? By you. First and foremost, it's by you. Like I said, this message is to you, for you, from you. This is about you co-creating with the divine. This is you. This is about you. So you are being called to love and be loved by you. Okay? That's it. And if you accept that's the call, then your life is going to change. Okay? It's going to be very different. If the person that you, in every moment, if in every moment you remember that you're being called to love and be loved by you, okay, then you will do what is true to you in your heart, what you love about you. You will be and do your favorite version of you, is how some people say it, instead of the highest version or the best version of your favorite version of you, because you'll be the version of you that you love, right? So they're recognizing that you understand all of this, or you've awakened to all of this, okay? I believe, if you haven't awakened to it fully yet, you're awakening to it right now as this message is delivered, okay? So that's the first thing. They are, just saying they see it. They're aware of it, right? And you're saying to yourself, you see it and you're aware of it, all right? All right, look at that. So this card is read traditionally a certain way, but I'm reading it a different way these days. And in the context of this message, it's very clear. Remember I said you're seeing it, right? You're seeing it now. And they're seeing it and you're seeing it. But they're showing you that you only have 1/5 of the picture, okay? So there's a bigger picture that they see that you can't see yet, okay? And that's part of accepting what is, okay? We can only see 1/5. I'm saying 1/5 because of how this card is laid out. I don't know what the actual fraction is. It could be 1/1,000,000th, right? But we only see a piece of the bigger picture. And they see the whole picture now from their perspective, where they are in the realm they're in. And so they understand that it's challenging sometimes to accept what is when you only have one small piece of the picture. So they're really excited that you are doing this now, okay? That you've come to this place, that you've awakened to this ability to accept what is and to stay focused on the present. And look at this. Okay, this one's first and that one, it was on top. So yeah, so you've recognized that going within, right? Going within, this is the Hermit card, going within, going to your center. Like I said, you'll be true to what's in your heart and what, you'll be and do your favorite version of yourself, right? And by doing that, you'll have fulfillment in the physical world, right? And you understand that now. And you'll bring opportunities to yourself in the physical world, and the world opens up to you, right? The world becomes your oyster. That's how it comes. The world is your oyster. So they are like, look at this. This is all about the material world. This is the physical world that we're talking about, the physical realm, the material realm. So, in the material realm, you can only see a small part of the picture, but as you accept this message, this awakening, to accept what is, right? To answer the call, to love and be loved by you, that will align you with being your favorite version of yourself, the version of yourself that you truly love. And, it doesn't matter what other people think of that version or feel about that version. It's about what the version of you that you love, okay? And other people may see it good or bad. I was reminded of a quote today, nothing is good or bad, only thinking makes it so, right? I forget who said that. I'd have to look it up. But so some people might think the version you love of yourself is not great. Some people might think it's fantastic. It really doesn't matter what they think. It's what you know in your heart. Okay, so as you align yourself with that, that's what the Hermit card is about. So you only have the small picture, but what you do know is as you align yourself with that version of yourself that you truly love, and so you can answer the call of loving and being loved by you, first and foremost, right? That will reflect in the outer world, and you'll draw to you the people that love that version of you as well. And that'll bring you fulfillment in the physical world and open the world to you, okay? In the world of opportunities. So they want to be clear about this. Yeah. And you get to choose. This is the Chariot card. This is the card about directing your life, right? Directing your course, your path. And this will help you direct that, right? By aligning yourself with the version of yourself that you love, right? Yeah. So, and this is the Seven of Swords as well. So it's the Chariot card and the Seven of Swords. Look how many major arcana cards you have here. You have the Judgment, the Hermit, the World, and the Chariot card now. But they don't want me to forget about the Seven of Swords in this one. And this says, you know, when you do this, the choice is yours. You can continue to, the Seven of Swords is, you can continue to masquerade, okay? Because the Seven of Swords is about, yeah, it's about, well, it came out like this, and then I put it up right, but so they're showing me, remember it was like this. The Seven of Swords is meant to be like this, reversed, but the Chariot is meant to be upright. So they want me to read the Seven of Swords reversed, they're telling me. So the Seven of Swords reverse says, you know, come clean about whatever you're not proud of, okay? So don't be afraid. Just own. Yeah, that's it. Just own anything that you've been or done in the past that you're not proud of, when you were the not the favorite version of yourself, okay? The one that you didn't love so much. Own that. Allow that, accept that, forgive that, and love that version of yourself too, okay? Because it's about loving yourself unconditionally, right? Loving yourself unconditionally is what this is about. And then choosing, because the Chariot card is about choosing and exercising your free will, and then choosing to be and do your favorite version of yourself, okay? So that's why the past doesn't, remember I said earlier, the past isn't really there and the future really isn't there. It's about the present. And in the present moment, if you focus on the present moment, and in every present moment, choosing to be your favorite version of yourself, that's all you're being called to do. So forgive the past, love yourself unconditionally no matter what has occurred in the past. You know, just move forward with this awakening that you've had, this recognition that you've had, okay? All right, there we go. They want you to receive all these new opportunities that are coming, that from this awakening and from what they're trying to co-create with you and send to you. And as the world opens to you, they want you to receive these new opportunities now with optimism, positivity, curiosity, you know, and welcoming them, okay? Without fear is what I'm hearing. Without fear. Without any negativity. Without any doubts either of like, oh, because of my past, I can't receive those things. That's untrue, okay? That's what they're saying with that card. Just receive them positively and openly, all right? And optimistically and without fear, okay? Because remember, you can only see a small part of the picture, but they see the whole picture, and they want you to know that that it's all good. That's how they're saying it. You know, that phrase, it was very popular for a while. I don't know if it still is, but it's all good. And this brings me back to that quote, nothing is good or bad, only thinking makes it so. So if you choose to think it's all good, it's all good, okay? The past, you know, whatever, it's all good. It led you here, right? It led you to this version of yourself that you're choosing to be every day now. All right? So that's one message. All right. What else do you want me to do or say or deliver? What other messages, if there are any other messages, do you want to share with group number one? Okay. We have these cards, okay? Okay, here we go. We have the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is, it says material work. The Three of Pentacles discusses, you know, successful collaboration in the physical world. I'm starting to understand more and more. I mean, this is successful collaboration with others, perhaps. And but it's also successful collaboration with the spirit world. So they're saying, you know, that they want you to collaborate with them to be successful in the material world, your material work. This is what they're telling you your material work is, right? To love and be loved by you. All right. So if you focus on loving yourself and being loved by yourself, this whole physical, see, this is falling right on the pentacles here, all these pentacles. You'll have fulfillment in the physical world. You'll have opportunities in the physical world for this fulfillment. The world will open itself up to you, you know, and you'll see more and more of this picture. That's what I'm hearing. All right. Oh, and there's, look, the Fool card. Be unafraid. That's what it was saying over here, right? Be unafraid. Forget, you know, own your past, you know, forgive it. Love yourself regardless, you know, unconditionally is what, you know, love yourself unconditionally. Even when you were being and doing versions of you that were not your favorite version of you, you know, accept and allow those. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Accept these opportunities with positivity and without fear. Okay, that's the Fool card that's lying here. So they're just confirming and affirming. You know, when you go within, you're collaborating with the physical world, or the spiritual world, right? That's what's happening here. So this is that collaboration, going within and collaborating with the spirit world and others who are in the same, you know, who, like I said, are who love that version of you that you're being. Okay. Now, and you'll be successful if you focus on collaborating with that, with your soul tribe, is how some people say it, right? All right. Anything else? Any other messages for this group at this time? That's it. The message is received. All right. You guys go and have an amazing day. All right, my group number 2. Let's see what messages for you today. To you, from you, for you. Group number 2. Let's see. Oh, you see the potential of something, but you still have some doubts and fears, and you're holding your cards close to you because of that, okay? You're not willing to play your cards yet. You're not willing to participate, is what I'm hearing, quite yet. You see the potential, but, you know, you have some fears and doubts, some reservations. That's what they're saying. So let's see what else they want to say about this for this group. Okay. First, this card. Okay. All right. Then this card. Okay. Then this card. Okay. So when I started and I said to you, for you, from you, I said you might want to watch the first. I was thinking you might want to watch the first group to understand what I just explained, or delivered the message I delivered there. Because this is all to you, for you, from you. You are co-creating with the universe, with the spirit world, whatever you want to call it. But you are important in it, right? And so you see the potential of something, and I think the potential you see is what I delivered, the message I delivered to the first group. So you might want to watch that. Okay. But what we're focusing on in this group is forgiving the past, understanding that you've learned lessons from the past, you've learned everything you needed to learn, and it's time to move forward, okay? And live in the present, not the past. All right, so this is a shift in perspective that they're saying is necessary now for you to let go of the past. You know, not forget, but understand that you have learned what you needed to learn, okay? Through lifetimes even. So you've completed your karmic lessons, paid your karmic debt, if that's the phrase that, you know, the terminology you're used to. But it's all done, okay? That's what this card is saying. And it's time to move forward and live in the present now, okay? This is a shift in perspective that they want you to make, so that you can be, like, you've gathered all this knowledge, right? You've gathered all this knowledge. You've learned the lessons through experiences and, you know, through seeking knowledge and experiences and etc. You've been doing that forever, for lifetimes, definitely in this lifetime. And you can be the emperor now. The emperor is, you know, confident in his authority over himself. Okay, and he creates his own story. He writes his own story. He's the author of his own story. Okay, so you see the potential of that, but for some reason you still have some doubts and fears, and I think it's regarding this past stuff. So they're asking you to shift your perspective to understanding that that's over. It's done with. You've learned everything that you needed to learn, and it's time to live in the present for you. Okay, look at that. And we have the High Priestess, right? And the Two of Pentacles. But let's address the High Priestess first. The High Priestess, you know, she lives as the King of Swords and the Emperor here. He gathered knowledge, you know, through experience and seeking knowledge and all of that kind of stuff. She is intuitive, right? She intuitively knows, right? So you have both. You have the benefit of both, is what I'm hearing. You have the benefit of both. The experience and the knowledge that you've gathered and everything you've learned, and your intuition and everything you just know, okay? Everything you just know. So that's really, really cool. All right, they're drawing my attention to the Two of Pentacles as well. And so the Two of Pentacles focuses on balance in the physical world, okay? Balance in the physical world. And the High Priestess is capable of that. As you can see, she can juggle. She's juggling this. She can juggle anything, right? She's capable of achieving balance in the physical world, all right? So that's what they're saying. And that's what they're showing you. You have the balance. You have the experience and knowledge that you've gathered, and you have the intuition. And you know, that's so you're achieving balance in this physical world. That's exactly what that's about, right? So, and they also drew my attention back to the Two of Swords, because I talked about the Hangman perspective, meaning of that card, but not the Two of Swords, okay? The Two of Swords suggests that you've reached a crossroads, okay? Between what you have and what you want, okay? So again, you see the potential to create what you want, all right? But you also are happy with what you have, or you're satisfied enough with what you have, or you don't want to let go. That's it. You don't necessarily want to let go of what you have, is what I'm hearing. But you're at a crossroads between what you have and what you want, is what the Two of Swords says, right? So, and this tells me also that it's also about holding on to the past. So again, back to that meaning before of, you know, let go of the past. It's over, it's done with, and step into the present, okay? And that's the potential you're seeing. So you know, you can't hold on to everything you have. You have to make space, okay? That's the best way to say it. You need to make space in your mind, in your heart, in the physical world, you know, to create what you want now as the emperor that you are, okay? With all of this knowledge that you've gained from everything from the past and all the material stuff that you've gained as well, you know, it's time to make the choice to live in the present, to create what you want. And you have all the tools. They're showing me you have all the tools, right? You've gathered the experience, the information. You've, you know, cleared karmic debt, if that's the phrase, the terminology you want to use here. And you are the High Priestess. So you're so capable, okay? So the fear and doubt is about wanting to hold on to the past, okay? Not wanting to surrender what you have in order to create what you want, okay? That's what they're saying here. All right, I'm going to get one more of these cards. I can not even hold on to the cards right now. It's crazy. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, this is causing you some anxiety. All right, that makes sense. It's causing you some anxiety. These fears and doubts. So we're you know, I want to focus on this. These fears and doubts and this wanting to hold on to the past and everything that you've created in thus far is giving you some anxiety. The thought of letting it go and creating space and living in the present and creating what you want freaks you out, right? This card indicates that. That card indicates that. So I'm not saying that you... So, okay. I'm not saying that everything that you've done or experienced or created thus far is just going to disappear, okay? I'm saying we need to be open to allowing it to let go of us, okay? And for us to let go of it as we shift, okay? As we shift into creating what we truly want, okay? And maybe some of the things you created in the past you do truly want, and those will stick around. So don't worry about that. The only thing that's going to let go of you and that they're asking you to let go of are the things you don't want, that you created in the past, and you may have wanted them in the past, but that you don't want now, because they're asking you to live in the now, remember? So they're hoping that can ease that anxiety about moving forward in the present and living in the present, okay? So that's what that's all saying. Now we're going to use these cards and we're going to see. Yeah, so this is the Ten of Wands. So they want you to release the burdens of the past, okay? And I'm going to get more into that card in a second, but we're going to get one more card. Yeah, and it's clearly saying that the past is a burden, okay? So I want to just, you know, this Ten of Wands in this deck says oppression. The past and trying to hold on to the past is what is oppressing you. It's a burden, okay? Let it go. Let go of the things. Be open to the things that you no longer want, letting go of you and you letting go of them, okay? That's all they're asking. Be open to that, okay? Let those things shift, right? Let those things shift. Okay, and then we have this card, which is, look, material happiness. This is the Nine of Cups. This is like fulfillment in the material world, right? Which she, you know, we were talking about this Two of Pentacles is about balancing and juggling everything and making the choices to have happiness in the material world. And this is material happiness, okay? So, yeah, this is very clear, okay? So the anxiety, the fears, and the doubts are all related to fearing that you're going to be forced to let go of things that you actually want, that you've created in the past. That's not the case. You won't be forced to let go of anything you truly want. Anything you truly want will stay with you. But the things you don't truly want will try to let go of you, and it'll be easier if you let go of it as well. Okay? That's what they're saying. And choose to live in the present and focus on what it is that you want now. Okay, and that those things will be what you will attract. Okay, and you'll have this material happiness. Okay, in material happiness, I mean happiness in the material realm, which is really interesting because this is the Nine of Cups, not Pentacles, but it's emotional. And when you achieve emotional and spiritual fulfillment, you will naturally achieve material happiness. You'll be happy in the material realm because you have emotional and spiritual fulfillment. And that, you know, that's that balancing. That's why it's here. That's that balancing here that she's able to do, right? So, you know, ironically, the more you focus on your emotional and material happiness, And you understand all these lessons that you've learned, all these cups that, spilled over and you've learned through the ages. And you became the King of Swords and the Emperor that you are, and you remember the High Priestess that you are, and you focus on the present now, and you release anything in the past that's no longer what you want, what you truly want, and you release the burden of trying to hold on to that. You will have this emotional fulfillment, emotional spiritual fulfillment that will lead to material happiness, okay? You'll be the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups, I hear. Okay? All the kings. And the queens. So, is there anything else that you want to say to this group? Group number 2, that you want to say to yourselves. Because you're co-creating with the spirit world, and the messages are coming from both you and the spirit world. All right? Anything else? I'm seeing the number, they want me to look at 109 is what I'm seeing there in the Heaven and Earth cards. 109. So let's see. What do they want to say? Here we are. Know that the divine is within you. Okay? Your angels are focusing on your holiness. All right? Interesting. That's why I've been saying, the message is to you, from you, for you. You're co-creating with the divine, but you are the divine. Okay, that's what they want to say. Know the divine is within you. Your angels are focusing on your holiness. You are the divine, okay? So, of course, you're co-creating with the divine. The divine is you. You are the divine. You're one, okay? Remember that. That's what the High Priestess knows, okay? Yes. You're the divine experiencing the material realm. That's what they want you to know. You are the divine experiencing the material realm. And that's why the past and the future don't really exist. Only the present does, right? Even in the material realm. But we stretch things out. We stretch the now. We stretch the present out so that we can experience it more fully. But it's really all just now. That's all that there is. Okay, that's what they're saying here. Interesting. So when you try to hold on to that stretching out, when you try to, that's the burden, right? When you shift and just understand that it's all happening now, even though it seems like it's happening in the past and in the future, it's all happening now, and you focus on, that's the divine timing, is the now. Okay? But the experience of everything happens over our physical, material world timing, if that makes sense. Yes. So, but if you focus on the now and what you want now and creating what you want now at any given time in the material world timing, you will release this burden and you will have material happiness, okay? The oppression is being oppressed by this timing, this physical world timing, okay? So accept divine timing, and divine timing is now. The time is now. We hear that message a lot, all right? So we tend to want to focus on the past and what's happened in the past, or focus on the future and what we can create in the future. But the time is now. The time to create what you want is now. Forget about what you've created in the past. This is the worldly past, right? The physical worldly past. Forget about that. That's all exists. It all actually exists now. But the choice that they're asking you to make, right, is, remember, you're at a crossroads between what you have and what you want. You're right there. It can all exist. what you have and what you want, all in the same timing, all in the same moment. All right? But what they're asking you to do is to focus on what you truly want to experience in this material realm right now. Okay? And if you do that, and you do that in every given moment, you will have this material happiness. All right? That is the message. It's been delivered, I hear, and it's been received. Bye for now.